I have 230 left
Yeah,
on my
same
delay.
same here. So looks like we have Corky, Karthus, Dr. Mundo, Timo, and Tarek for Blaze's team, and his
Hmm.
game just crashed. While he'll be up against a Caitlyn, Lux, Singed, Wukong, Jungle Wukong,
Mm. With
and
cleanse.
Alistair, yeah, with Cleanse.
That's interesting. Um, hmm.
I mean, maybe to get out of the Tarek stun and
Still,
yeah,
that's. I mean, in my opinion, that's a waste of a summoner
yeah.
there.
There's
I
not
mean,
an. I don't think
the
there's enough
real only
CC.
hard CC that you would need to cleanse out of would be that Tarek stun.
Yeah.
And as Wukong, in all honesty, he's not going to be stunning you. He's going to be stunning Caitlyn or Lux.
Hmm.
The only reason he'll be stunning you is if you get
Is
ultra fed, which I mean that's looking
or a
way
defensive
later.
stun
And if
to
you
get
look at
away
it like
from.
that, he's just kind of
Yeah,
taking himself away from a movement master or summoner that he could have taken.
exactly. I don't know. Maybe he'll change it. Oh wait, no, he doesn't because this is what they're going in with.
Yeah. Well, you can change summoners at any time. Oh wait, no, yeah, right. They're in loading screen
Yeah,
right now.
they're
That's what
because
delay
they're
period
loading
is.
right
My bad.
now.
Hmm.
So Blazes is back on. Hopefully everything is okay for him. Would hate to have our first game go as a DC and a 4v5.
That'd be quite embarrassing.
Yeah.
Quite sad. Clarity on Lux. Seen that before. I've seen that before. I don't know. I feel like if you're running Clarity and I feel like that's walking a really fine line running Clarity, because if you run Clarity, you can tell already that your opponent is aiming on pushing and harassing a lot. Maybe not pushing, but harassing a lot. And with Lux and with champions that like to harass a lot and who I've seen Clarity on, I feel like you're going to push the lane without trying. And so that just kind of leaves you open to jungler ganks. Which, I mean, yeah, you have Flash, but you don't have that offensive summoner, so you can't, if you're engaging, you can't ignite and flash out and still get the pick up on the kill. Like, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I mean, Clarity, I feel like it's underused, but for a good reason. But if you do it right, hey, it can work for you.
Especially when you're trying to push up against a Karthus who can just sit back and farm like a champ.
Yeah, no, I'm not glad. I don't really agree with that at all. I mean, unless she just plans on straight farming with her abilities, which she shouldn't need to. I mean, against the Karthus, in all reality, he's not aiming on poking you to death unless he's fed. That early game Karthus is just him planning on farming with Lay Waste.
Yep. All right. Let's find out who wins the most important battle of this game, the skin war.
Yep, most important battle. Let's see if we get foreskinned like Yogurt so often does to us here.
Which will soon change with my streaming revenue.
Wow, we actually have a pretty wide team comp here for at least the blue team here. We have unranked. We have three silvers and a gold. That's interesting. That's interesting. Hey man, maybe I was wrong. Maybe taking Clarity and Wukong is the best thing ever. But I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I don't agree with it.
Or he's
The only
trying
thing I
something
can
new.
honestly see that cleanse coming in handy for is a chase down. Which, in all honesty, if you're playing correctly, you don't really. I don't know. I can see its use, but I would much rather take a flash.
I would only understand if the other team went heavy CC, and since they only have a Tarek, I don't really understand it either.
Yeah, I don't really see it. I don't see it. I don't know. Well, let's see how it plays out. I mean, I guess you could cleanse out of a Teemo Shroom if you're really that worried about maybe an AP Teemo or maybe just the slow from the Shroom itself.
Hmm.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, if you come into Tarek's lane, Tarek is going to stun you maybe, but he's going to use that exhaust on the Caitlyn. I mean, sure, you can exhaust the Wukong to stop, and hurt his damage output, but Caitlyn, with her extra range, she's really the one you need to exhaust every single time.
He also has 15 ping, so we all know that he's sitting on top of a Riot server.
He's one of the little brothers of a Riot employee.
Yeah. It's probably like take your kids to work day at Riot or something.
Here's a flaming Wukong skin, go wild. Oh, Corky. Let's see. Now I wonder. See, the only thing I wish I had seen is if, what's it called, Corky and like who was picked first, because that I want to see if Corky was counterpicked for Caitlyn or Caitlyn was counterpicked to Corky, because that's an interesting matchup.
I think Caitlyn was first pick, and then Corky and Karthus were the second or the first two picks by the other team.
We'll see, but we didn't see though if there were any switches. That's the thing.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yep. So,
All right, we got our teams.
and away we go.
Tommy Lee, welcome to the stream. I'm actually trying to cast League of Legends right now, but welcome. I'm glad that you can actually make it to a stream and finally not just the end of one.
Let's see, Tarek starting that mana potion, Vision Ward. Interesting. Okay, so he's going for... I mean, if you see that Vision Ward, I mean, in my opinion, that's offensive warding. I like taking a Vision Ward, personally, bot lane as support, just because, especially if we have a ganker, such as Dr. Mundo, I like making sure that that first gank is secured, because that's really important as a support, at least to me. Mana potion, that's interesting. That means, I mean, at least from what I see, he's planning on spamming that stun as much as possible. I'm thinking that's going to be an aggressive lane.
It looks like the blue team thinks that the purple team is going to invade their red, because immediately when the game starts, you see a ping go out that way, and Alistair,
Sure.
Lux, and Wukong all head over in that direction. As the Caitlyn, I don't know if she hasn't connected yet.
Yeah, she is still very much so on Fountain.
Hasn't bought anything and is just sitting there at that fountain.
AFK, man, right into the bathroom, pulling an afro move.
Minions have spawned.
As Alistair and Wukong laugh it up in their bush.
Oh, man.
And Teemo.
Teemo responding with his own dastardly laugh. I remember when that was it Teemo or was it Amumu who their bug was well, I mean their laugh was bugged and you could hear it gllovally whenever he laughed. It was one of
I believe it was Teemo.
Yeah,
I never
it was one of the
actually
scariest things I've ever
I never
experienced
experienced that myself, but I did read a patch note about it.
Yeah.
And
Extremely fast clear on Wraiths into red by Mundo there. Wukong just starting straight red, so he will be behind not too much, but Blaze will have the opportunity to gank earlier.
And Alistair is heading the lane solo. We'll see how
Caitlyn
much
is still not connected.
we'll see how much help Wukong gives bot lane. As we have Teemo versus Singed top lane. The poison battle. We have Mundo.
Teemo does have slight. Oh, see, yeah, there's Mundo there for that early
looking at
gank.
that level 2 gank
Let's
mid.
see if he can get it. I wonder what. I mean, Lux should have started stun, or I mean, excuse me, her root. But you know, you never know. Even still, if she catches that root on him, if he lands a well placed cleaver, that could slow him enough for the. Oh, there it is.
There he is.
There's the wall of pain. Oh, flash onto
What
Karthus.
happened to the camera? Oh, there we go.
Oh, flash and ignite down on Karthus with only flash down on Lux. That's a pretty even trade for me. I mean, flash and ignite down, you still have clear. I mean, then again, she does not have, like I was saying earlier, she does not have a offensive summoner. So I mean, that's pretty even in my opinion. But you know,
Yep.
never know.
Got away, forces Mundo back to the jungle.
Yeah, Mundo now
And-
pretty much even, if not a tiny bit behind of Wukong because of all the time he spent in that side lane waiting for that gank.
It did take Karthus a while to seem to react to that, to Mundo being there. I don't know if he wasn't aware of his presence or if he just didn't want to push out.
You know what? He was probably waiting for Wall of Pain. I noticed that he was farming with Q immediately, and he was probably just waiting for,
and there's Caitlyn.
for the Wall of Pain. Now, Caitlyn connects as Alistair's actually.
and
Oh wow,
gets
they're
dove
diving
on.
Alistair. This
I
Corki
don't
is
know if
quite
I
brave.
approve of this.
He might fall a turret. No, he is not. The ignite is down on Alistair.
Corki
They're
goes in.
not going to get him without taking a good amount of damage, and it looks
That's
like he's
hurt.
actually going to get away scot-free unless they try something here.
That turret chunked them down for a while, and we have Wukong coming down to make sure that Alistair gets out of there safely. Or he might just grab
Wukong
his
plays
bow.
this correctly. He can actually secure himself a double kill here along with that. Ooh,
Nope,
this
just
could be a
grabbing-
situation for that cleanse. Oh, no, the two are just going to back and play it safe.
Just grabbing golems for that Wukong.
Yeah, see what I'm talking about? Lux is going to push here. Singed is waiting there in that side lane. I mean, I don't know if she realizes Singed can't run that fast. So, Singed is going to head back top. He's missing a little bit of XP. I think he realizes that, you know, once his lane is pushed a little bit, he really can't do anything against that Teemo.
Yep. So far, the purple team out farming, winning all their lanes, despite even if you're not counting the Caitlyn.
Yeah. Caitlyn
Oh,
kind of...
here comes Mundo for another gank. I think they're gonna get her this time. Layaways come down, and the cleaver for the kill, and there's first blood.
First blood goes to iBlazers. Well played. Well played. Her flash was down. She didn't have an offensive summoner to lay down on Karthus. I mean, not that it would have helped. You might have been able to scare him away a little bit, but that cleaver was spot on. Oh. they're singed again. Singed, I don't think he's learning, man. He keeps running at Teemo, and he's just going to keep poking him in the face with that poison dart.
And I wouldn't be surprised if the Teemo was to counterpick Singed.
It makes sense. I mean, like we found out earlier, I mean, Singed does counter melee pretty well, but when it comes to ranged, Singed doesn't exactly hold up decently. Unless you can get a hold of him. In which case, Teemo has that movement buff. So, Yep, move quick. There it is. He's just going to keep doing that. Singed's going to run at him. He's going to move quick. Oh, here comes gank.
Misses the cleaver, forces the flash out of Singed.
Flash into the bush.
And Mundo
Singed
actually
poison
hits
is on. iBlaze is getting a good amount of damage. Ignite goes down on Blazes.
And
he will go down.
It's a trade.
It was a good gank for iBlazes. It did secure a kill top. He has another assist. He will be ahead of Wukong for that. Wukong could do the smart thing here and start to counter. Oh, Wukong's going to go for...
To try. Oh, he's going to check on golems, which are
check golems. He's doing the smart thing right now. He's looking to counter jungle Mundo as much as possible. Mundo has gotten 2 ganks in, so he is ahead of Wukong.
Wukong going to check on the Wraith camp.
Ooh, I think Karthus has a feeling he's there. Or not. Karthus just going to be safe and back off. Karthus has a kill on Lux, and he's just looking to Q farm it up a tiny bit. Maybe going to call for iBlaze to come and cover his lane for him, and then back off.
Wukong wants to go on this Teemo once Singed gets back.
He's waiting there for it. That's for sure.
Tri-bush.
Teemo should just back and be safe. Yep, there he is.
That top river
bush. They need to run in fast. Maybe Wukong doesn't realize that he's just laying there on his cloud, nice and comfy. Well then. Let's see.
Have fun, Tommy Lee. Thanks for tuning in.
Oh, we have a little bit of aggression here, bot lane.
Alistair coming out.
Could have caused the Valkyrie. Good amount of damage dealt onto Corki, but I mean, just Caitlyn is so far behind. That damage on her was a single auto attack.
Yeah, they couldn't do anything there. I think that was just to scare him away.
Yep.
Let Caitlyn farm up. That's the only thing they can do right now. I mean,
Alistair doing the smart thing and being the one to do all the aggression. I'm pretty sure he actually has a similar, if not greater, damage output.
Teemo walking into that. Walking into the Tri-bush and gets a surprise party.
Singed ult being popped, so he will regain that health, but that wasn't really worth it at all. They didn't get anything out on Teemo. I don't know, in all honesty, Singed should just look to farm that lane as much as possible. He's not going to be able to do much against that Teemo. iBlaze is taking his red, potting up and heading to Tri-bush, seeing if he could lend some assistance. Singed doesn't have a ward here. Let's see if he senses this coming. Teemo isn't letting on that it's coming at all. His ult is down. He will not be able to have that bonus movement speed to get out of there. Mundo ulti in, doesn't see him, sneaks in behind the other. Whoa! Here comes.
Gets flipped. And Blazes comes in, lands a cleaver.
That's going to be dead. He's not going to be able to get out of that one.
And
the Karthus ult.
Here comes the Karthus ult.
Wants to steal the kill.
Well, I don't think they really needed that Karthus ult. Maybe they called for it, or...
No, I'm almost certain that Karthus just kind of wanted that kill for himself, but whatever. He is breaking even in his. Actually, no, he's ahead of his lane in farm. So no, I'm pretty sure that was just Karthus looking to snag himself a little snack there.
20 CS ahead of Lux, and now 1 kill and assist.
Wukong dropping very low at his red camp. He's actually going to leave the minions there for fear of dying.
All he has is Ninja Tappy so far.
20 seconds on his own red just by leaving it.
See what they're building right now. Right now, Corki with his 40 CS lead on Caitlyn, going Doran's boots to pots. He hasn't backed yet. Well, Caitlyn had to start off.
He backed earlier, and that's when he picked up the Dorans.
The Dorans.
That was a smart pickup, though. I mean, he's been able to stay in lane since then. He has his ult now. He's just going to start poking away as much as possible. Caitlyn doesn't have her ult yet, so whatever gank happens before Caitlyn is level 6, they won't be able to finish him off.
I don't think they'd be able to gank bot lane the way it's being pushed right now with the Mundo.
Yeah, they're putting a lot of pressure on that thing. Ooh, Wukong coming in. Well, he walks straight into the pink ward. Alistair trying to run on, taking a bunch of damage. Wukong getting that Q slow onto Taric, but to no avail. Alistar ult is now down.
Couldn't even scare them out of lane. They're heading right back.
Yep, they're coming right back at him. Wukong looks like he might stay there for round 2, but they know he's still there. They know he either backed in that bush or he is still there. Nope, now they see him going. And they're going to push even more. We have another gank top.
Lands another cleaver.
Singed ult is up this time.
And both
Ignite
of them
goes down on
decide to back out
Mundo.
of the poison.
Yep. Singed will regain that health quite quickly, but against a poison opponent, in all honesty, I would not run back to lane that quickly if I were Singed.
And spams laugh in his ult.
Yeah. Yeah. That manner. Oh, Eyeblaze pops ult. Ignite is already down. He is not going to get killed by Ignite. Lands the cleaver. This Singed is playing quite too
There goes the flash, and they burn flash. And Wukong still sitting in that bot lane.
Still waiting for it.
And they know he's there, so I don't know why he's wasting his time sitting there.
Losing a lot of experience, that's for sure.
That Corki and Taric are playing really passive because they know he's there.
Yep, yep.
Top lane getting pushed really hard by the Teemo.
Wukong even in CS to Mundo, but still down because of Mundo's 2 assists on his kill. He's going to be a good deal behind on him. He might be able to get his Heart of Gold on this, plus maybe a secondary item, but Mundo's going to be able to pick up.
And Mundo has already had his Heart of Gold.
Yeah, Mundo is definitely ahead of Wukong in gold at this point. Let's check that out. Yep, Mundo has a good extra 100 gold on him.
Oh, ult goes down on the...
There's the Caitlyn ult. Well done. Well done. They waited for the perfect time, I guess. I guess that paid off for him in the end. I mean, that did grab Caitlyn a kill. She desperately needed it to get back in this game. Wukong, though, paying the price for it in the form of
I don't know if that was worth it for the Wukong. He sat in that bush for a good minute, and that's a minute of not farming or putting lane presence on any other lane.
Clairvoyance has gone down mid. Lux is trying to push that back desperately as she gets back to lane.
Here comes a Karthus ult.
Going down. Ooh, not able to snag.
How much health is on that Caitlyn?
Getting out with under 50 HP. She pots and gets an Alistar heal. Taric, looking for maybe the kill, runs straight into Alistar and cannon minion, taking actually a decent amount of damage from minions themselves.
Here comes the Teemo pushing in on that Singed poison on poison battle. Whose poison does more?
Singed forced to ult again.
Teemo gets to go back and free farm.
Singed has his catalyst now, so he is a tiny bit tankier, but in comparison, Teemo has his Phage already. So no matter, I mean, well, we saw it there. Singed ulted, but his Phage did proc, so that bonus movement speed that he got from his ult didn't do much for him.
Looks like Corki picks up another Doran's and a longsword with the Ruby Crystal and the Berserker Greaves.
Yep. Ruby Crystal, though, that's built into...
What is he building into? Forces the Valkyrie out.
Yeah, Valkyrie out. Wukong going in for the extra damage.
Takes a tower shot, but...
Yeah. I guess just wants to scare Corki away. You know what? Wukong is staying down bot for a lot of time, but it is helping Caitlyn back into this game pretty well. She is still down by a good 40 CS, but she's crawling her way back into it.
She did pick up that kill.
Yeah, she did pick up the kill.
Let's see how much gold she's behind by around 500 gold, and how that...
Caitlyn has a BF sword and a dagger, so I mean, she has a tiny bit less attack speed.
Oh, looks like we have a jungle fight going down. Mundo, both jungles popping ult, and Lux misses.
Good flash, good flash. He actually lands the cleaver on Wukong during his ult. Wukong's ult increasing his speed per amount of time that his ult is going. He could cancel it, but
and look at all the mushrooms up in that top lane that Wukong will probably be walking through.
Wow,
or
that
he
top lane
avoids
is a
them.
minefield. Oh, he hits the first one. Let's see if he goes back to hit another. Oh, yep, hits the second one. Ignite going down on Wukong. Oh, there's.
That is a level 11 Teemo taking down a level 6 Wukong.
Yep, that was not a fair fight in this life. Teemo just going to drag Singed through as many mushrooms as Singed feels like eating for right now. Now see, I think you saw it there. I know the rest of us did, but the cleanse went down on Wukong. He cleansed out of the ignite. He's like, okay, I should be fine now. Doesn't realize that Teemo lays on that poison with every auto attack.
And there goes the Alistar.
Spike going down
Picked up
bot.
by the Taric.
Mundo seeking a little revenge for that kill on his AD carry earlier. Looks like they're getting in the form of a dead bull.
And look at these farm numbers. Corki, Karthus, and Teemo all have all over 100 farm, while the most on the blue team so far is Lux with 88. No one else coming really close to that.
Well, Lux isn't proving to me that Clarity, excuse me. Yeah, it's Clarity. Yeah, Lux hasn't proven to me just yet that Clarity is a viable thing mid lane, especially not on her. I mean, she seems to be spamming. She'd probably use it right now if anything, but she shouldn't have to. She shouldn't have to. I mean, rather than take Ignite, she had to burn her flash early. Wasn't able to ignite Karthus. It was actually extremely low on their first engage. I don't know. I don't see the point of taking Clarity.
And she went Chalice first, so I wouldn't imagine her being so mana hungry where she would need that over, let's say, an Ignite, like you said.
Well, see, and she's spamming so much, and she can argue for the sake of that extra damage, but it's not there. She has
Karthus
no
gets
AP
flipped.
items.
He might actually go down here. Lux hits her ult.
Ooh, flashes out. Karthus ult is up. It's going to grab him a double kill.
Gets his revenge on the two people attacking him.
Karthus climbing that kill ladder now. Has 3 kills, all from his ult. 1 scumbag Teemo kill, and a double kill mid lane. I'm not sure if that was worth it. He is ahead in farm still.
And Wukong heading in on this Teemo. Ult in. Teemo's trying to take him through all the shrooms.
Ooh, Teemo trying to pull the sneaky here. Hits a second one. No, he's going to have to pull off. Wow.
His whole team telling him to back
going
off.
down on Wukong.
His team did not like that gank whatsoever.
Nope. That was a wasted ult in my opinion. That Teemo is honestly, in my opinion, they should not gank that lane anymore. Singed kind of threw that lane himself by being so aggressive. He should have just let Teemo farm and just Q farmed as much as possible when the lane was pushed.
And the purple team pink wards the blue team's pink ward down bot.
Yeah, that's aggressive war. That's an aggressive war. They're looking for ganks. A lot of damage going down on Caitlyn here.
Valkyrie's in.
Caitlyn will go down if he lands another ult. Oh, flashes in.
Hits it.
Auto attack
Takes a couple
gets
tower shots on the way.
Alistair waiting far too long to flash and Q him back towards the turret. Gonna take a good amount of damage himself here. Well played by Corki. He missed the ult, but he was within auto attack range.
Taric clearing the bot lane of traps.
So far, 18 minutes in now. Purple team up by 6 kills and ahead by 5,000 gold. Looking at maybe getting a tower top soon. There is... no. Actually, I miscalled that. There's still... Teemo is just looking to farm and dominate his lane for as long as possible. Since can't even walk out towards the lane anymore.
Yeah, most of the towers have not taken a good amount of damage yet. It's just been a lot of CS trading, and there's been a good amount of kills in the game. Mainly for the purple team, as it's 3-9 right now.
Yep. Purple team looks like they're just content with farming it up, which, I mean... They have a scary team comp. They have a scary farm team comp. That Corki and that Karthus, well farmed, they're going to do a bunch of damage. And Teemo, he's just dominating top lane, so that's another thing you're going to have to worry about. With his wits end and his fate, now Teemo is a scary force to be reckoned with right now.
Oh, it looks like Karthus is going to come down bot lane with his Rod of Ages and Tear of the Goddess.
4-man gank bot. They do see it, though. There is a ward in that bush. The surprise Blazes doesn't have an Oracles now. He is pretty decently far ahead. Looks like Purple will look to grab this dragon. Let's see if Blue looks at... No, Wukong is still heading up through the jungle. Looks like they're not going to contest it.
Looks like Alistair and Lux want to do something about it, but Caitlyn is just content farming it up.
No, Caitlyn was not confident in that, so she did not.
Looks like they're going to go in on this Caitlyn.
Oh, flash stun. There it is.
There's the Taric stun and the exhaust.
Where is Alistair?
Caitlyn does not stand a chance.
Up in
Got a tower dive.
Dragon Pit. He could care less that his Caitlyn is getting annihilated right now. I'm not sure if that was Caitlyn's or Alistair's fault. Pretty sure it was a mix of both. Caitlyn was mispositioned and Alistair was nowhere to be found.
It looks like a gank coming in on this Teemo, but I don't think they stand a chance against this Teemo.
Pistol going down. Grabs the Wukong.
And now Karthus is on a rampage. Looks like Karthus is getting all that gold.
Oh yeah. At this now with his tier and his Rod of Ages going to be a scary late game force. He's stacking that mana and stacking that health.
Karthus with a staggering 7.4k gold, while no one else on the blue team has. Well, Lux has 4.5k, but that's a 3,000 gold lead on Karthus.
3,000 gold lead on every important carry on that team. Meanwhile, Mundo, a good almost 2k ahead of Wukong now with his 5 assists and a kill. Wukong with 3 deaths and 1 assist.
Looks like the purple team's getting a little cocky in that team chat.
Oh, he is.
And maybe the blue team getting a little aggravated at each other. Because this Teemo is lapping it up.
Oh, how I hate that Teemo laugh. 21-minute mark being reached. Don't think we'll see a surrender vote go out just yet. I think blue team actually still does have a chance in this game, but it's going to take some amazing plays and some farm. Oh, no.
Not with Caitlyn going down like that.
Burst it down, even with the exhaust.
The exhaust comes down way too late.
With his Sheen and his Phage, the amount of burst coming out of that Corki Taric lane is a force to be reckoned with, especially against a no-item Caitlyn.
Yet to build a major item.
Alistar just standing by turret, just no idea what to do. He can't defend his carry. No matter how much CC he has, he cannot defend against that burst. Singed farming up Wukong's jungle here.
That can't farm in his own lane.
He can't.
As top tower goes down.
Top tower does go down. First tower of the game taken at 22 minutes.
Look at all those mushrooms up there. There's nothing that Singed can do up there.
Yeah, no. Singed has been thoroughly shut down this game. He is down a good 3,000 gold. No, actually, let's see. Singed is almost cresting right over 5.
Oh, the ult just misses. Alistar gets away, but
Alistar gets out at the cost of a turret. Let's see if Singed can try and catch the Taric here.
Oh, looks like Taric is going to go down, but he gets...
Caitlyn not attacking Taric. Turns around and attacks his minion instead. Barely gets him. Scary burst coming out of Taric's ult there.
Taric taking the fall for the Corki, though.
Oh, here comes the Karthus ult. Let's see if it's enough. Yep,
oh!
It is enough. That Karthus ult. Singed looking to get some damage on tower here. Mundo walking up saying, no, not mine. Ult looks like he's actually looked to full engage here. Mundo laying down the damage on this Singed, saying, oh, hey, poison? Nice.
Turning on his Burning Agony rather late, though.
I don't think he realized entering this fight that he was going to be able to kill this Singed so easily.
Lever for the kill.
So he does. Blazes snags himself another kill and another good amount of extra gold there.
Probably figured since he was so far behind in levels, he wouldn't be able to take him, but he's so far ahead in his item build.
Yeah, it didn't seem to. Oh, if he only ran into that jungle, he would have had that Wukong. Then again, Alistar was there. He would have been able to lay down some support. 23.5 minutes here. Purple team 10 kills ahead. A good 11,000 gold league right now. Yogurt, this game is not looking good for the blue team.
No, and I'm surprised they haven't surrendered yet. It looks like they're not getting along with each other. I wouldn't be surprised if there's some BM going on their side, blames going around. And that Caitlyn just not connecting in the first 2 minutes totally destroyed their bot lane. Corki already has a Triforce, and Caitlyn does not have a major item yet.
Corki with a Triforce and a Red Paw. That's a scary force to be reckoned with. You have a fed Karthus and a Triforce Corki. That's a lot of burst to be laid down.
Now they start
very
roaming
quickly.
And no lane is safe.
Nope, no lane is safe. And they're going to start tearing through towers since they are now wandering. Teemo content to keep farming top. He is now, let's look at his item build currently. Teemo now with a Frozen Mallet and a Wit's End, so every attack will slow now. Decently amount of tank just due to his extra health, and fight going out here mid.
Looks like a 4-on-4 as Alistar and Teemo are not there. But Alistar coming in and Teemo just wants to take that top tower.
Does not catch Singed with the ult, partially due to the health regeneration that Singed is getting from his ultimate. Karthus probably a little bit mad they didn't catch it there, but still, that ult is going to, it should scare them off the tower. I'm not gonna lie, the fact that blue team is still holding on to this tower is kind of amazing to me.
Look at the health of Caitlyn and Singed, and they're just hanging around there and not even poking.
Yep. Caitlyn did do something right though, getting, oh, or not. Never mind. I thought she had a Vamp Scepter. It looks like she just plugged pot after pot after pot there to get her health up.
Yep.
And she's going to make the mistake of running after Corki. Corki could easily just turn around and one burst her in the face. Chooses not to. Chooses to follow with his team, see if they can grab the kills. Tarek running in at Wukong.
Oh, grabs the
Wukong will
Wukong
go
with
down.
the Valkyrie.
Exactly, pops Valkyrie. He will die. Tiny bit greedy there. Team didn't follow through. They might grab Singed here, but Singed is still now tiny bit tanky. Nope, they're focusing him really hard. He will go down almost certainly. Or not. Wow.
He gets away with his ult. They didn't want to keep tanking that turret.
Lux shield down. Yeah, that's a.
I feel like that was a little bit of a miscommunication on the purple team of when to engage. But I mean,
a little bit. They did lose Corki there. Karthus, not even there. Karthus backed earlier. He probably was peaked.
Still get the tower out of it, and now they're up by a staggering 14k gold.
14,000 gold. All outer turrets taken. Second inner turret on top lane is taken. All turrets are up for the purple team. Dragon just came up. Purple team pinging it down. Blue team has not grabbed an objective this game. Their blue has been contested all game because of Teemo and his shrooms.
And a surrender vote fails for the blue team. I wonder why. I wonder who voted no on that.
I don't know. I don't know.
Nobody on this team is doing very well. They don't have a carry, or nobody won their lane. And now they're just getting owned in team fights.
Yes, they are. Let's see. Let's look at the farm advantage here. Corki at 200 farm over 120 Caitlyn. Ooh, Karthus is staggering 100 farm ahead of Lux.
And he completed his Zonias.
Completed his Zonias. That Karthus, he is a force to be reckoned with right now. Even on his own, Karthus and Corki on their own could rip apart this team, let alone with the tank that is Mundo and the scary AP cuddly monster that is Teemo.
Looks like Alistair clearing out those Teemo shrooms and wards. However, did step on one by mistake, which I've done so before.
Teemo,
when you're a melee character, you can still accidentally hit those shrooms, even though you see them with your oracles.
Looking to maybe grab Teemo here. Purple team sensing it coming. They're going to get on Lux. Lux will go down unless she pulls the thing out. Nope.
Does not stand a chance.
Lux will go down.
Now they're going in on the Alistair.
Is up next. Eyeblaze misses the cleaver. Doesn't matter. He's going to go down.
I don't understand why the blue team's just all out by themselves, like not even farming.
They need to gather up together a good 10 minutes ago and start contesting these fights a little bit more. But now individual members of the purple team are too far ahead and they're fighting like a team.
And now that they're dripping up,
it's spelling the end for the blue team.
Caitlyn and Wukong the only ones up. Gets a free tower for the purple team.
I wouldn't be surprised if they go for a Baron attempt here. Yep, ping goes down and they're heading for it. Alistair up now, Lux up in 25 seconds until their tank is up. They need to contest this, although I'm not sure if they actually can.
Caitlyn seems to be the only one not even heading over. Caitlyn just gonna farm it up. I don't think
this Baron should put purple team just over 20,000 gold lead.
There goes Baron, and we should see a push to win right now after Karthus picks up this blue buff.
We should. I don't know. They might drag it out a little bit. Yep, Karthus will
Karthus
back.
heading back,
looking to get that
completing their item builds.
Karthus looking poly for a decap now. Oh wow, nope, never mind. Archangel Staff plus a needlessly large Raj. Wow, mispronouncing all the words today.
What do you think about the changes to Archangel Staff? They're lowering the maximum to 750, but you get a bonus for maxing it out.
You know what? I don't see. Archangel Staff is one of those items that I really do not take use of very often. I think it's nice. It's going to stop heavy scaling by characters like Ryze. I feel like that's pretty decent. I mean, Rise does become very scary when he's able to fully stack that. I mean, when he's able to just unlimitedly stack that Archangel staff. The bonus, I think it's a cool little incentive to make sure that the item just doesn't become useless. But I don't know, you know, in all, I don't use it enough to really have too much of an important opinion on it myself. But I don't know, I'm looking forward to the changes on most of the items they're doing. It's going to change the game, definitely.
Another failed surrender vote. I don't know what the blue team sees in this game.
Never know. You could have some diehards on that team.
Yeah.
Never surrender.
The anti-Z packs, as we like to call them.
Ooh, sour about being French.
And it looks like we are gonna have a push to win down mid lane here.
Tarek and Teemo looking to catch up to their team. Teemo.
That team comp of Karthus, Corki, and Mundo, I think, can take down all 5 of this blue team
on their
under
own.
turret.
Blaze is getting picked on. Ooh, Q in the wrong direction by Alistair. That is going to allow Blaze to get away. Blaze pops ult. He's going to regain enough health. Singe goes down on turret.
Wukong ults in,
Wukong goes in,
pays
ults,
the
goes
price.
down by himself. Lux ults,
Look at that Tarek
Tarek.
health. Here comes the Caitlyn ult. Nobody jumps
No
on
one
it.
intercepts it.
Nobody intercepts it. Anybody could have taken that and lived fine, especially the Dr. Mundo.
Looks like they all were trying to get to it, but no one was able to get there just fast enough. The angle was a little bit off. Well, I mean, I guess Caitlyn can go home with the satisfaction of knowing that she killed Tarek.
3-2 and 8 Tarek.
Ping's going out to grab top lane. Looks like they're just going to secure this game. They're not going to push to finish it just yet. We have less than 10 seconds till both team members of blue are up. Alistair out by himself by this turret, going to get picked off. Look at the amount of damage coming off from Corki right
But
now.
he gets away with the Lux coming. Oh, and the Karthus flashes in.
Zhonya's by himself. Team isn't supporting. Here comes the Corki for the save. Still no tanks with them. Corki might go. No. Excuse me. Karthus might go down, but no, he will be fine. Ignite's still ticking away on him. Yep, he's going to be all right.
Here goes the Karthus ult.
Legendary Karthus.
Runs away, pops ult, goes back. And here's the surrender vote.
Game is up. Flash is behind the Caitlyn. GG, well played, purple team. Well done.
There's a game for you. We check out the post-game stats for you. Karthus 2 CS away from that 300 farm.
Wow. Singe not finishing his rod. I kind of agree with that. He was far enough behind to where building, just finishing the rod wouldn't have been worth it. He would not have been able to stack it up high enough, quickly enough. He went purely for that magic resist and movement speed. In all honesty, he could not farm, though. He was not going to finish anything of too much.
Caitlyn gives her entire team a 2-minute head start and still comes out ahead with the gold lead.
Well, hey, man. That's to show you the power of farm, I guess, but not exactly. Lux had enough farm. I don't understand it. Maybe those... Never mind. Her 3 kills, which led her team, might have accounted for that.
Yeah. She did get 2 lucky ults off with the purple team not being able to jump in time, but...
Good point. Karthus, a good double the amount of Caitlyn. That... Wow.
That's the story right there, folks.
Support on blue team had more gold than the highest gold account on... support on purple team had more entirety of blue team. That... Well, if that doesn't say it for you, then I don't know what does.
All right, this has been a cast with Yogurt and the Grumpy Kitten. Thanks for tuning in.
We'll catch you guys later.
Peace. How Adam of me.
All right.